1, 2, 3, 4.
Our Vegas fantasy.
Huh?
Our Vegas fantasy. It's not a show about sex.
Nope.
It's about injuries. Cha-cha-cha. Kenny, why did I just sing this song?
I can't sing it today.
Why not?
I can't. I just can't. I just can't.
Are you okay?
I'm recovering, to say the least, from the very worst week of fantasy football I've ever had in my life.
Oh my God.
The worst.
Kenny.
Well, week 14 buys, which is Justin Fields, Kamara, not that he's been any good, Christian Watson, people like that on week 14.
Lazard.
I mean, the Washington guys, right?
Yeah.
Added with Kenneth Walker not playing, added with Ramondre Stevenson not finishing the first quarter. That was as bad as it gets. I have like lowest scores in the league type scores this week.
Yeah.
That's as bad as it gets. How'd you do?
Well, as you mentioned, the same kind of thing. I picked up Dortch, 0 points. Tyler Boyd, 0 points. In my league with Lamar Jackson, I picked up Huntley, 6 points. Gabe Davis, 6 points. Like, I can't win. Literally, here's my bench. Traylon Burks, 0.
Hurt.
Olave, out. Lamar Jackson, out. P. Ryan, he did get 9 points, but he was, a bye
it's hard
week.
to start him.
You can't. It was hard to start him.
Right.
Lazard, no game. Rondell Moore, out.
Injured.
Yeah. Hurst, out. And Hunter Renfrow. That was my bench.
Wow.
So it's like, there's nothing. And I had a great. This is the geriatric in team, and I had a great team. I started the season great, and then the injuries just killed us this year.
Absolutely.
I was texting Kenny during football Sunday, and I was like, I'll be lucky if I I had 4 out of my 5 playing for playoff spots. And I said, I'll be lucky if one of these teams win. And I had 1 win, thank God, and that pushed me into the playoffs. And my ESPN, I was in first place. I'm already in the playoffs, and I get a bye, which is great. But so I'm in two playoffs out of 5.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at, like 40%. I'm less than that. I think I'm at 22 out of 70, which is beyond bad. The NFFC teams, I have 3 of them. The high-stakes ones.
With Bucky? The ones with Bucky?
One with Bucky and one with Steve, and then one with Bucky and his friend Jade. The one with Bucky and his friend Jade is the big one, the 1650. You have to finish in the top 3. We finished in 4th by 12 points.
Oh.
And because this week I had nowhere to start. We had Kamara on bye. We had Brian Robinson on bye. We had Antonio Gibson. So we had to start. And then we had Kenneth Walker hurt. So we had to start Mike Boone.
Oof.
And then we had to start one of the Seattle running backs. We got Tony Jones. And he didn't even play. We could have put it, it's funny, I could have put in Justin Jackson. But why would I put in Justin Jackson?
Right.
And we would have gotten 10 points. We would have still missed. We would have missed by 2 points if we put Justin Jackson
Which would have been even more
Which would have been even worse. Yeah. And then Mike Boone gets hurt. And we have Deebo Samuel. He gets hurt.
Yeah.
Like Deebo Samuel's on his way to a big game. And he gets hurt. All we needed was 12 more points. And we finished 3rd. And we couldn't do it. We just couldn't pull it off. And Joe Burrow did not have a fantastic week. He had a good week. Travis Kelce, the last 2 weeks, was not his usual 15 to 20 point stuff. It was 8 and 11.
Yeah.
Right? And we lose. So we finished 4th there. The two online championship leagues, that one with Bucky, one with Steve, you have to finish in the top 2. Finish 3rd in both.
Jeez.
And the one with Steve, we finished in 3rd by 2 points because our opponent had Ramondre Stevenson, and Ramondre came in and played that second drive in the second quarter and got caught. He was targeted 3 times, caught 2 passes. So he wins that because of that. We would win that. We would be in 2nd place.
Right, and why can't we go against these players? Why did I not go against any of these players this week that had all these injuries?
I did go against Ramondre, and he caught 2 passes, and we would have if he didn't play at all, right? But I have Ramondre in probably 15 leagues. My most rostered players this year, Breece Hall,
Javonte,
Ramondre Stevenson.
Yep.
Like I took Ramondre Stevenson everywhere, right? And then in the week 14,
when we need you
when
the
I
most,
need him, he gets hurt. And now I don't know if he's going to play this week. And now all the teams that I have that have Ramondre that are in the playoffs because I picked Ramondre in the 7th round, like they're in trouble.
Right. So now what?
Now
it's
what?
like now we're scraping the waiver wire, or if we're lucky enough, like Dennis, who has like 8 top 20 running backs,
right?
that he always shoots off,
and that's in a keeper league.
Right.
It's not a redraft league.
So in my ESPN, I was telling you, I've never scored so much in our ESPN. Like every week I was scoring 160 or 150 to 180 points every single week. Me and this one guy were just leaps and bounds beyond anyone else in our league. I mean, the lowest I think I've ever scored was like, I forget, I texted you. I don't know if it was like 90 or 100.
Right.
It was the lowest I've ever scored, and obviously I lost that week. This week, I scored 75 points when I usually I scored double that.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams, 3 points. Stephon Diggs, 6 points. Slayton, 6 points. Like, negative points for my freaking defense. My whole bench was on a bye or injured.
Yeah.
Herbert, Goddard, Drake London on a bye, McLaurin on a bye, Lazard on a bye, Kenneth Walker hurt. And I even remember I was saying last week I picked up Nico Collins. Couldn't even play him.
Didn't play. That's right.
Couldn't even play him.
Right.
So I played Travis Homer.
Oh, my God. We got 4 points?
4 points.
4 points. Unbelievable.
You got to be kidding me.
No, it's that type of year. Right?
4 points. And yes, I'm in the playoffs in that league, but I really wanted to get first place because there's a first
prize, right?
There's a first place prize in this league.
Right.
So I would have got like, I don't know, $100 or something, but at least it would have been nice to get that first place prize. So it's but I still get a bye in this league, which is good. But it was just kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
This has just been a year.
This is fantasy.
2021 was the best year I've ever had. Like I just, everything hit. You pick all the right players. Like every player that I picked last year was gold. They didn't get hurt. But this year, just not the case.
Yeah.
You know, and
Bad luck.
There's somebody out there's winning. But you know, like I'll tell you what, if Tyreek Hill got really hurt and he's out for the playoffs, he's not. But like he was hurt the other night. Oh, like how many leagues would be screwed with that? Because he's won leagues for people this year, right? You have Diggs having his worst game of the year in Week 14. You have T. Higgins. What was that about?
Yeah. So what happened with that?
He apparently tweaked his hamstring in warm-ups, and the coach decided to keep him out.
And did you get a
and
notification?
There were no notifications on this at all. Nobody knew about this.
Oh,
so everybody had T. Higgins in their lineup, and everybody got a big fat 0 for that.
I was wondering.
And I lost a playoff spot in a very good league. You want to hear this story? I finished 8-6 with the 3rd highest points in a 14-team league. 3rd highest points, 8-6. The problem is that there was one other team at 8-6, and he had higher points than me. And then there were 4 teams at 9-5, all with lower points than me. They were 9-5, and then there's the 11-3 team that had the best points and the best record. So I finished 7th at 8-6, but I finished higher in points than all the 9-5 teams.
I hate that. I
had 3rd highest points and don't make the playoffs in that league.
You had bad luck.
And then another league where I finished 7-7 because I needed 20 points out of Ramondre and Marquise Brown, and I got 10 total last night. I have more of that this week than I've ever had. Just an absolute crap show.
I was going to say
the
same
word
thing. Yeah. This is a family show.
Yeah. I don't know what families listen to this show. That's okay. Anywho, Trevor Lawrence is winning you leagues if you pick Trevor Lawrence up.
I did not.
Wow, he's been terrific lately.
But yeah, 360 yards and 3 touchdowns.
But this week, it's the Cowboys. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
MVP. Very possibly is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
If it's not Mahomes, it's Jalen Hurts.
Good for him.
And he's been terrific. What a great weekend.
Been.
He's an MVP. He's a fantasy MVP, too.
Every time he runs, though, I'm like, as an Eagles fan, I'm like, no, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at this point, for any quarterback, you see them run. You're like, oh, is he okay? Did he get up? Okay, he got up. Good.
Yeah.
So scary.
But again, I have Jalen Hurts on 2 teams, and neither of them are in the playoffs. Go figure that out.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
They were down 3 scores.
Yeah. And
that was like pure garbage time. And garbage time starting in the second quarter.
Yeah.
For the Denver Broncos.
Best game of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kansas City just went to bed after they took a lead.
Did you see that freaking hit he had on his head. And
Oh my God, that was scary.
The freaking
the eyes glazed, and while he was
yeah.
on the ground. Oh my God,
jeez, and the thing
that was
his,
scary.
The lump on his head.
Yep.
Is he's in concussion protocol right now?
Absolutely, he's in concussion protocol. So we'll see if he plays this week. Jared Goff, what a resurgence.
Yeah, 3 really decent games in a row.
Yeah. Now, on the road against the Jets this week. That's a tough game. We will see on that.
I mean,
he hasn't been great on the road.
Yeah, but he's hot.
He's hot.
He's got the
But
hot
the Jets'
hand.
defense is just as hot.
True.
Jets' defense is shutting everybody down. They're playing great. Justin Jefferson. Okay, whatever.
Great game.
He's been terrific.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy.
Best game of the year.
With Russell Wilson.
Yes.
And Cortland Sutton out.
Yes.
You see glimpses of what Jeudy is capable of. You just don't see it consistently. But the guy, he's got talent.
This is his 3rd year or his 2nd year?
I think it's his 30. We're in year 3.
Yeah.
You see it every now and then.
His rookie year was 2020.
Yeah. He gets hurt a lot. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
He's in just a horrid offense, but he was the only guy this week, so of course Russell went to him a ton. The guy, you see the talent.
He looks good.
He looks good. He looks good when he plays. He looks like he's an alpha. Just issues with him, but it's tantalizing. You look at him like, ooh, that guy could be so good.
Yeah.
A guy who is great is Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Thank God he's healthy.
Yes.
That would have been for football. If he had one of those degenerative hip injuries that they were kind of warning you that could be the case, but I guess they took precautions. That's why he sat out 5 weeks, and he's fine now. But man, is he good! Just love watching him.
10 for 15, 119 yards.
I mean, it helps that Higgins was out and Boyd was out, but there you go, right?
Yeah, they had no choice. But
they had no choice but to throw to Chase. But I mean, Chase is still terrific. What year are we in that Jerick McKinnon's on this list?
I don't know.
How old is he?
33 or something.
Right?
Yeah. And we all had high hopes for Pacheco, but did they kind of split?
Yeah, Pacheco did okay.
Yeah, he didn't
do bad,
horrible.
but McKinnon just went off.
Yeah.
Right? But what? I mean, this is 2022.
McKinnon.
The hell, Jerick McKinnon.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just still looks so good. He's just so good.
When he wants to be, when he's not, when he doesn't have a hangnail, decides he doesn't want to play. Right? So
stupid.
We're looking at, how many middle round draft picks are winning you leagues this year? It's not that many. You're looking at, Ramondre would have been on that list if he didn't screw up last night. Tony Pollard's on that list, right? Mm-hmm. Josh Jacobs is on that list. Mm-hmm. A guy like Chris Olave is probably on that list, but he's not on every, he's not winning you leagues, but he's definitely doing well. A guy who's on that list is Miles Sanders.
Which I avoided.
I avoided him completely.
Yeah.
And he's having his best season.
Good for him.
Yep. Now, next year when he's a 3rd round pick, you in?
No.
Yeah, right?
Nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
He's going to be that guy. Now, where did this come from? Evan Ingram.
It's so funny because I was looking to pick him up because of Hurst's injury, and I didn't.
God.
But I did pick up Okonkwo.
Who we're going to get to. Yeah, who's great.
Oh, yes, who was also on the high. So I picked up him over Ingram, but he still did great. So I was happy with it. But I was like, I couldn't find myself to draft Ingram.
Yeah, I get
not
it.
to draft.
You pick him up.
To pick him up.
I get him.
Like,
it's Evan Ingram.
I can't do it. I can't do it. And then he scored all these touchdowns, and I'm like, mother sucker.
Just had the best day of his career, and is he going to do this again?
No.
No, of course not.
No.
Right? Unbelievable. I actually did have him in one league. I was up against him in one league too, which is crazy. So.
Yeah.
David Njoku.
Yeah, 7.
Nice year for him.
Yeah.
When he's healthy.
Yeah, 7 for 9, 59 yards, touchdown. Pretty good.
Yep. And the guy who was on the who the hell was list is now on the highs list. Chig Okonkwo.
Yep, picked him up.
Very nice.
Yeah, 6 for 6. Caught every ball thrown at him.
Nice week.
And that nice little 2-point conversion touchdown. I always like those too.
Yep. All right, let's go. Who crapped the bed? Did you crap the bed? Did I crap the bed? I crapped the bed. Did they crap the bed? They all crapped the bed. We all want to know who crapped the bed. Crap the bed! Derek Carr.
Or got injured.
Or get injured. Well, we don't put the injury people on this list.
Yeah, I know.
But Derek Carr crapped the bed.
Derek Carr. Well,
That is a huge crap the bed on
he's
Thursday
been
Night
decent.
Football. He's been great. And then Thursday
Yeah.
Night Football against the Rams. But you know what?
you know
Is it
what?
Carr's fault or is it Josh McDaniels' fault because he didn't want to throw the damn ball? They ran the ball. Like,
Yeah.
Nothing. It's like they didn't try. They kept the Rams in the game, and the Rams come back and win.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
And Devontae Adams didn't crap the bed completely, but he should be on this list. I mean, he's not quite there, but,
Yeah.
didn't do much. Now, Tua doesn't really crap the bed for fantasy because, he got that big touchdown to Tyreek. But, man, you watched that game? That was bad.
Yeah, he
Tua looked terrible.
He did not look good.
2 weeks in a row, he's looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
And you see his limitations.
He's scared to run.
Yeah, he's fine. But somebody out there in one of the pundits was trying to tell you that Tua is better than Herbert. Please. Get out of here, really?
Maybe he just had a couple bad games.
No, but he's not as good as Herbert.
I don't think he's better.
Come on.
But
Herbert can make every throw. Herbert's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Herbert's just on a culture of a team that finds ways to lose. But he's not the problem. He's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's better than Tua.
Yeah.
Tua's very limited. Tua needs what he needs around him to be good, but he's limited.
Tyreek Hill, who can
No.
catch the ball 3 feet from him.
Right. That helps. Yeah, you give Hill and Waddle, you can get 20 points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, right?
Exactly.
T. Higgins.
Ugh.
Anybody lose because of T. Higgins?
I
Did you
did
lose
not.
because of T. Higgins?
I don't have T. Higgins
Yeah, you got
anywhere.
lucky. Yeah. I lost because of T. Higgins.
Sorry.
I definitely did. I mean, now, so what's it going to be with T. Higgins? Does he have to be off the injury report completely all week before you say, okay, I guess he's good to go? Because he went off the injury report Friday and they tweaked it in practice.
Right.
I mean, in the warm-ups on Sunday. So I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Because that's 2 games this year he's given you where he's giving you basically nothing.
Right.
Because he got hurt in the pregame.
Right.
Stephon Diggs, worst game of the year.
Worst game of the year.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, thanks for the Jets. Right?
Jeez.
Jets defense. Gabe Davis.
Oh, we just talked about it. I can't. Jeez.
And then my guy, this is another one of my guys that I have everywhere, is Jalen Waddle.
Worst
2
game-
straight
another
weeks.
worst game of the
2
year.
straight weeks where he's been nothing.
Yeah.
It's like he barely was used. It's like, what are you doing out there?
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
That was rough. And then this guy, I don't know how to deal with him going forward in fantasy because he's not old, but he disappoints every year, and that's DJ Moore.
Yeah, he's just all over the place. Last week he had this freaking monster week,
Right.
and now this week it's
This week, nothing. 6 rushing yards. Didn't
rushing
catch a pass.
yards. Rushing
Didn't
yards.
catch a pass.
What? Why are we getting rushing yards
Yeah.
for DJ Moore?
I just don't know what to think of him.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know, everybody says you give him a quarterback, he's going to go off. Is he? Is he really good, or is he just kind of a guy that's just going to be drafted in the 5th round and never live up to that draft pick?
Honestly, I feel like he's one of those guys that I'm never drafting again.
I just don't know what to think of him.
Yeah,
Right?
I think I'm done with DJ Moore.
He might be. Saquon, nowhere to be found this week.
Yeah.
With the neck injury, so I think you get a bit of a mulligan there. But let's see how he goes. Let's see how he's going forward, though. He may not be healthy. So
He's only really had 2 dreadful games all year.
no, he's been good. It was just this is not a good week.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. Just stupid.
Another guy I don't know what to do with.
Yeah.
Going forward. It's not like the Lions are firing their coaching staff.
Right.
So, are they treating DeAndre Swift this way because he's fragile, or do they just see DeAndre Swift as a change of pace guy, not a bell cow?
That's what I think.
Right. So if that's how they see him, you're not drafting him in the 2nd round anymore. You can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be a mid-round pick, or else he's going to be way too high. He's going to disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to be tantalized with that talent.
Right.
Who's DeAndre Swift. And the 1 year you don't draft him, he's going to go off.
Right.
Right?
And then this next guy,
Right? Jamal
Williams,
Yeah.
who normally has been killing it all year,
Right.
had the most touchdowns of all running backs last week. I don't know if it's the same this week, or maybe
Right.
it was 2 weeks ago. But he still had a ridiculous amount of touchdowns, and it's when do we draft him next year?
Right. No, not as good as you think.
He had his worst game of the year.
And Detroit won. So it's
Right.
like, Swift and Williams having bad games. It doesn't matter. They won.
Right.
The Jeff Wilson Jr. revival, that's gone by the wayside,
Yeah.
right? 2 straight weeks, nowhere to be found.
Yeah. One week he has 2 points, and next week he has 20.
Yeah.
I can't deal with
Can't
that.
deal with that.
Nope.
No. Where the hell has Mark Andrews been lately?
Yeah, I don't know. He's like all over the place.
Since he's been hurt.
Yeah. It's like Mr. Reliable is not Mr. Reliable.
Nope. Nope, not at all. Very surprised. That's one I didn't see coming.
It's the change of the tight ends
Yeah.
next year.
Right?
The switchover of the new ones coming in and the old ones going
Or
out.
the new ones coming in. I mean, Andrews is not old either. Andrews is still 28.
Right. I don't mean old as an age. I mean like old has been like, has been so good those last couple years. I think
he won leagues last year.
Oh, I
he
know.
Flat out won you leagues last
Oh, I know.
year. And then this year, it's just not been there.
No.
It's not been there at all. George Kittle.
Yeah, another one. 4 out of the last 5 games he's had have been dreadful.
Yep.
Dreadful.
Yep.
And what was he? Tight end 4?
He was drafted, I think, tight end. Yeah. No, 5.
5, yeah.
It was Kelsey, Andrews, Pitts, and him. Right? I mean, it's laughable when you think about it.
Wasn't Goddard up there too?
Well, he was Goddard with 6. Waller was 4. And then Kittle was 5.
Oh, Waller is another one.
Yeah. Right. When's Waller? And Waller might come back this week, but, who knows?
Goddard might come back this week
Goddard might come back this week, too.
too.
That would be nice. So,
Yes.
So, yeah. The cesspool litter is the tight end position.
Yeah.
What the hell do you do with Travis Etienne?
Jeez, that was, I don't know. He
See, he got you there.
right.
And now he's not anywhere. It's like, but he middle of the season, he was killing it.
But here's the thing: he rushed.
He got the ball.
He got
too.
the ball.
Yeah.
22 times.
Yeah.
Or he was in 22 times, and he got 17 snaps.
Right, but, and then he touches, and then he
Yes,
how
that
many
17
yards?
touches.
And for how many yards?
I didn't
Like
calculate
28
that
yards?
from
Right?
this week. Yeah, but it was nothing.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good at all.
But he was in.
I mean, look, Tennessee's run defense, but I don't want to make excuses. But how do you sit him?
Right, and he's in. He's playing. It's
Right.
not like he's splitting time with
You
someone.
You know what he's capable of. So it's like, how do you sit him?
You
right?
don't. You don't. You just
what the
pray
hell you do?
He blows up and put him in.
Right? But again, he's another guy that had that injury. And you know how healthy he is. He just might be hurt. But he's out there.
Yeah.
So, and what the hell do you do with Mike Evans?
I don't know, but when he got that touchdown that got waved off by
Oh, the holding call.
the holding call, I was like, thank God.
Well, yeah.
Thank God. But yeah, Brady is struggling.
He's not the problem. He's no offensive line. You see this with Brady. Brady needs everything around
so
him.
does everybody else. So does every
he
other
really,
quarterback.
he really does. I mean, not necessarily. You see Mahomes do pretty well when he's got to run around like a madman,
But Brady can't expect this brick wall every game. And
It's Tom Brady. He does expect that.
I know,
Yeah.
but I don't care who you are. I mean, they're human beings.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect.
They're under 500 and still winning the division. How weird is that?
Of course they are.
They're playing Cincinnati this week.
paying
Cincinnati is got to be favored to go in and beat them too. I wouldn't want to play Cincinnati right now. Cincinnati they beat Kansas City and then they beat Cleveland this week. I mean, I wouldn't play Cincinnati. Is there anybody we can drop? I didn't even look.
Again, no, Kenny. We cannot drop anyone.
Okay, fine. It's the end of the year. We're not dropping anyone.
We're not dropping anyone. We're
All right,
keeping
don't drop anybody.
everyone.
Just keep everybody on your team, even if you're over roster spots.
Yes.
Right? Even if you're playing with illegal rosters, just don't drop anybody.
Just don't
okay?
drop
Don't drop anybody.
Yeah, it's just too hard. It's too hard. It's too challenging. Drop all the players that were injured. That you're never going to be able to play for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. There you go. Quarterback change in Atlanta. This
Random.
week. Desmond Ridder coming in. Looks like Mariota's going to IR.
Go until the end of the season, this Ritter.
I am curious to see how Drake London does with the new quarterback.
What do we know about this Ritter?
I mean, he was drafted high. He was the second quarterback off the board this year. I think this was the idea. He was going to sit behind Mariota. Now he's going to play the rest of the year. I'm curious. And let's see how it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried seeing if he was available in Dynasty. Nope.
Oh, no.
Nope.
No, he shouldn't be available in Dynasty.
Well,
No way.
I just checked.
That's
just
good.
in
Worth a
case.
check. But yeah, he's not going to be available.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett in concussion protocol. I started him in 2 leagues, in 2 Superflex leagues. It got me 1.6 points. Thank you.
Yes.
That first quarter concussion.
The favorite.
Right? The first quarter injuries, which we got tons of those. Lamar Jackson. Is he playing this week? Probably not. PCL injury.
That's hard.
Yeah. And who also is not going to play this week is Tyler Huntley.
So do you know who's going to play?
Who's your quarterback?
Undrafted rookie Anthony Brown.
Who the hell is Anthony Brown?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Right?
Kenny.
Who the hell is Anthony Brown?
I can look it up and let you know.
Let's find
when
out.
we get to the
right?
to the
Who the hell is Anthony Brown? We're
Oh
gonna get
my
to that.
gosh.
Yeah. Debo Samuel out 3 weeks. Out 3 weeks.
So that's pretty much done for the.
Done for the regular season. You can you know what? You can drop Debo Samuel.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think he's going to play to week 18 unless you play in a week 18 league. I think you can drop Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
Is Kenneth Walker playing Thursday night? He was limited in practice yesterday.
I hope so. I think it's pretty promising at this point.
We have no injury update today on Ramondre Stevenson.
Nope.
I have no idea what to think.
Your girlfriend Jen came up to me after Monday's Dark and said, Kenny's in a bad way. Kenny's not doing good. Somebody from the Patriots got injured. And I'm like, and I didn't know because I didn't really watch the game. And I was like, what happened? I was like, oh no.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Ramondre Stevenson, we have nothing to say. And is Damian Harris going to be back this week? And are you going to go get Kevin Harris? Are you going to go get Pierre Strong?
Jeez. Who are these guys?
I mean, the guys.
Who the hell is Pierre
there
Strong?
are guys you have to look at because we don't know what's going to happen with the Patriots this week. I have no idea who to pick up for the Patriots this week. Cortland Sutton, is he going to play this week? Do you care?
Hamstring injury?
Yeah, I mean, do we care?
No.
Right?
I mean, I don't have him anywhere. But I don't know.
I don't know if he's going to play. Is Traylon Burks going to play this week? It's a concussion. Chances are he'll play this week. Concussion's usually 1 week.
Yeah.
So you probably get him back.
Hopefully.
Let's hope. Hayden Hurst.
Probably out.
Yeah, probably out. And we may get Goddard back.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
The good thing is I have Goddard in ESPN and I have a bye.
Well, that's good. So you definitely get the week.
I get that week, and hopefully with Kenneth Walker, same.
Yep. That would help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need that.
All right. Who the hell is Anthony Brown?
Okay, Anthony Brown is a 6'1" quarterback. He weighs 217 pounds. He went to Boston College. Oh, and then he actually graduated at Oregon, undrafted. He signed with the Ravens as an undrafted free agent on May 6th. He was waived on August 30th and signed to the practice squad the next day.
Nice. Yeah.
He was elevated from the practice squad on December 11th. The same day, he made his first career appearance in relief of the injured quarterback Tyler Huntley, completing 3 of 5 passes for 16 yards and helping the Ravens win.
And will very likely be the Ravens' starting quarterback on Sunday.
There's
unless Huntley comes back from a concussion.
About Anthony Brown.
Wow.
And he was born in 1998.
There you go. Anthony Brown.
Okay.
Ravens quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is Raheem Blackshear, by the way?
Okay, so he's a running back from the Panthers. He's 5'9", a little guy.
Yep.
Little guy.
Yep.
190 pounds, 24 years old. He's a rookie. He actually had a touchdown week 9, apparently. I had no idea. And he actually had a better fantasy week 9 than he did this past week. So he has two touchdowns for the year.
Yeah.
How did we not have him on our list?
I don't know.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Raheem.
I know what he is. He's the thief that stole Donta Foreman's touchdowns.
Yeah, that bastard.
Yeah. I'm exasperated this week. If you can't tell, I'm just exasperated. All right. It's time, if you're still alive.
Get that good waiver wire that will set your team on fire. So don't misfire or he will go to the highest buyer. Don't wait too long because you know they expire. You require to aspire the highest waiver wire. And replace all those injuries. What rhymes with injuries? Nothing.
Perjuries?
Perjuries.
You picking up Evan Ingram?
No.
Okay.
And he plays Dallas this week.
You picking up Chuba?
I did in one league last week. Not that I'm in the playoffs in that league, but I actually picked him up.
He's available in some leagues.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard. Mm-hmm. You picking up Marlon Mack?
I mean, I don't know.
That bugs me so much because that was going to be Mike Boone. Mike Boone was getting the ball. And that was going to be Mike Boone to get those touches this week. And Marlon Mack breaks one late because Mike Boone got hurt.
And Latavius Murray is just dangling there.
It's Latavius Murray. Why would they? Why are they going to give Latavius Murray the ball when they're what are they 4-9 this year, whatever the hell they are?
Yeah.
Right. They're awful. So, are you picking up DJ Chark? DJ Chark. DJ Chark. DJ Chark. Are you picking him up?
Sure.
I mean, I think it was last week, but he's probably not available too much.
I'm just excited when he gets a touchdown just to sing the song.
You have to pick him up.
I mean, I've always liked DJ Chark, and I was really sad when he had his little fall off of the planet.
He just gets hurt.
Yeah.
He's a good player. You just can't stay healthy.
He kind of reminds me of Jerry Jeudy a little.
Yeah.
Like you want to love them and play them, but it's just hard to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Judy's got a higher pedigree than Chark does. But Chark is, yeah. Chris Moore, what a week he had against who they play? Houston. I played Dallas.
Yes. Yeah, that game was...
That was insane.
Insane. I really wanted Dallas to lose that game.
And we all did. Houston.
We all
great.
did.
Yeah.
We all did.
Who doesn't want Dallas to lose?
It was so fun to watch.
Right.
It was
Chris Moore.
So fun.
Is your number one receiver in Houston right now with Nico Collins out and Brandon Cooks basically not playing.
That's hard to.
Yeah.
That's hard to swallow.
If you notice that, I think Brandon Cooks has played one game since he wanted to be traded. If you notice this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just. Football players are weird with
this. It's a mess there.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. 1-12-1. The Houston Texans are 1-12-1. That is can we please get rid of ties in football?
Oh, I know that too.
It's so
and Lovie Smith,
ridiculous.
Who's coaching that team?
It's just get rid of ties and Lovie Smith.
Yeah, there you go.
So there's been a couple. What do we have? We have 4 teams with the ties.
Yeah, we've had
2
3
games.
ties. We've had 3 ties this year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Jesus.
Giants got a tie. The Houston got a tie, and Pittsburgh got a tie with somebody. Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh yeah. And get used to the name Bryce Young because he'll be the Houston Texans quarterback next year. The quarterback out of Alabama.
Will he be available in Dynasty?
Oh, of course, because he's going to be a rookie.
Oh, he's I don't know anything about college.
He's going to be your guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryce Young. So, anywho.
It's funny when I do that college football thing that I do every year.
Yeah.
There's these college players that are always there that they recognize for academic, brilliance and this and that and the other and how they're good players. And I always look at them and think, am I going to be drafting one of those? This year, I don't know if they're all seniors. I'm not sure, but I always look at them like, I should probably learn these guys' names.
Right.
But I don't know any of them because I don't watch college, so I don't really know.
No,
but
Bryce Young's the guy to get to know. Number 1 pick.
I don't think he was there.
There you go. So, but anyway, Chris Moore, we talked about him. Are you picking up Elijah Moore? He will be on all my teams again, Elijah Moore. You picking him up?
Do you trust Elijah Moore, Kenny?
You got to pick him up.
But do you
trust... If you need a receiver, you got to pick him up.
But do you trust...
I mean, I don't know who I trust this year.
I know.
Who do you trust this year?
I know. Justin
Jefferson. Obviously, yeah, of course you trust... if you've got 3 better players to start, obviously. But, if you need them, you need a receiver this week, why not?
Would you start DJ Chark or Elijah Moore?
Problem with Chark is that they're playing the Jets. The Jets are a shutdown defense. They shut down Diggs and Davis this week. Mm-hmm. You don't want to screw with the Jets.
Yes, I guess you're
right.
Playing.
But I think DJ Chark's a better player right now. But Elijah Moore's a great player too. Mm-hmm. If they figure out what to do with him, have they finally figured it out with him? He got 10 targets this week. I mean, maybe. He comes on at the end of the year and is viable. Mm-hmm. We know how good Elijah Moore can be.
Yeah.
Right?
We like Elijah Moore.
Oh, I love Elijah Moore.
Next year, where do you draft him?
Oh, brother.
No, I'm your sister, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
Sister.
Yeah, okay.
Sister.
Yeah. Where do you draft Elijah Moore next year? I mean, if he's an 8th round pick, I'm okay with it.
I don't
He's not going to be. It's going to be a 5th or 6th again. Probably. He might go lower.
I'm not taking him 5th round. Get out of here. Get out of here, 5th round. No way.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but, So, if all these guys are gone, and then it's after midnight, even in the playoffs, there's still some leftovers. Those early morning pickups, those late night pickups. Is Jahan Dotson still out there?
15% owned. Kinda.
He's interesting because, like, he's the high draft pick, but, like, he got usage in week 13, but is he gonna be used going forward? I don't know. But, like, he's definitely out there.
I like him.
Yeah.
Isn't he like super tall?
Is
No,
he?
I don't know. I don't know. I like tall guys. Actually, I don't. What am I saying?
He's like young guys.
I like them young.
He's like him young. They're over 24. No, not anymore.
I got one.
Oh, you got one.
Kendall Hinton,
Kendall.
wide receiver for the Broncos.
You're an animal, Kendall.
We have to have some cool names like
Right, Kendall.
Kendall
And Jahan.
and Jahan.
Yep.
Han. Happy Hanukkah.
I mean, I would have put Chuba on here, but he's really not an after midnight. I mean, that just had the cool name of Chuba
Chuba, 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 Chewbacca.
for those after midnight picks.
They're desperate, and you're desperate. We're all desperate.
This is the desperate hour.
It's the desperate hour. But
Yes.
what's really good
Yes.
is that half of your league, they're not picking up players anymore.
Well, they shouldn't be.
Right.
In my leagues, those guys will be locked. So they're not going to pick players up.
Good.
I locked those players up.
Good.
Because, we don't want those players.
No.
But some leagues
So
don't lock your players, and then those bottom teams pick players up to win consolation brackets, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the good news is you have less competition. So actually, some of these waiver wire guys, you might be able to get after midnight.
Yes. Absolutely. And say even some of the waiver, there's no doubt. No doubt about that.
Because you always got one or two guys that really don't care about the waiver wires that much
Or don't need it.
or don't need it.
Right. Yeah.
So then you're only really competing with 3 other guys.
Right.
So, or 2 other guys.
No, there's a good the players are definitely easier to acquire now.
So-
There's no doubt about that.
I should add that into the song. Easier to acquire the waiver wire or the after midnight. I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Any overthoughts this week?
No, I was kind of overthinking playing Metcalf and Lockett, and I ended up playing Metcalf and Lockett because I was like, I can't sit Lockett right now.
No way.
And I was like, again, like overthinking it, just like
But they were okay.
staring at it, like thinking, what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's in our Vegas Fantasy League, isn't it? Oh yeah,
I
that
believe
is
so.
right. But I was who I had in there was Mike Williams, who actually had a really good game. He had a better game than Tyler Lockett.
And Mike Williams had a really good game coming
But
back
it was only
from
like
injury.
I won that league anyway, but it was only like a 4-point difference or something.
Right.
But I had Mike, and I'm like, Mike Williams or Lockett. Mike Williams or Lockett. I was like, I don't know what to do. And I ended up playing Lockett.
Yeah.
But it's really tough to keep playing Metcalf and Lockett every
And now
week.
they're playing the 49ers this week.
Right.
It's a real tough decision there.
I might go with Mike
It's
Williams
a really
this
good
week.
defense.
I might go with Mike Williams this week.
I don't know how you sit Lockett, though.
Right.
I don't know how you sit I mean, I don't know how you sit I don't know how you sit one of them. That's a real tough decision you've got.
I should have traded one of them.
Yeah.
Too late.
No. Yeah.
Too late.
So.
Did you have an overthought?
I don't know. I mean, it was week 14. I had to find starting lineups. I mean, I have so many people on bye. A lot of my guys. I mean, Justin Fields in how many leagues?
Yeah.
So I had to find a quarterback to replace him.
Who did you replace him with? A
lot of them with Tyler Huntley. It didn't
Yeah,
work.
which
But I
was-
could have picked up Kenny Pickett, and that would have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one for you.
All right.
I got a little rant.
Oh, go for it.
So I'm cooking dinner and I'm watching the Miami game, and all of a sudden I hear all this commotion, and Tyreek Hill is fumbling and then picking a ball up or something. I don't know. And all of a sudden he's got a touchdown. I'm like, oh, I need this touchdown. I need this touchdown. I open up my app and, as we all do when they have a touchdown, let's see how many points I have now. And it still says 4 points. And I'm like, why didn't I get this touchdown? I text Kenny. I'm like, what's going on? Why didn't I get, did the touchdown not register yet? And Kenny's looking on his other teams. He says, no, I got a touchdown. And I'm like, why am I not getting this touchdown? I keep refreshing. Nothing. I did not get my touchdown for Tyreek Hill for that. And thankfully I did get hi Maverick. Yes. Thankfully I did get a touchdown from him, but
later in the game you got a touchdown from him. But you did not get the touchdown credit for that fumble recovery touchdown.
I did not get that touchdown. And if I would have, I would have won the game. Are you kidding me?
This is not one of my leagues either. This is our old New York league. My original OG league. And he just had the settings that you don't, fumble recoveries leading to a touchdown. You don't get points for that.
That's
it's just
ridiculous.
A setting. It's a weird setting he had, and he knows he's going to change it next year because he didn't even realize
next year doesn't matter this year. So I had to be the guinea pig. I'm so mad the mic is dropping. I had to be the one that I got screwed over to find out this rule. Like, it's just so frustrating. So I lost, and I'm out of the playoffs because of a technicality. Stupid.
That's stupid.
That is
agree.
the ultimate are you kidding me of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Lost to a stat technicality. Or a...
Yeah, just a stat that's not in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I hear you. I understand.
Do you have one?
I mean, my whole year's been an are you kidding me? Right? I mean, I have how many leagues? Like, another league that I'm in where I lost because I had everybody on bye. So I needed Devontae Parker to get 8 points last night. He catches 2 balls and gets a concussion. He's out. Right?
That's all you needed was 8 points.
Right?
Yeah.
I have just a couple of 8 and 6 teams that don't make the playoffs. A couple of really bad 7-7 teams that did make the playoffs, but they're not going to win because they're just bad teams, right?
Well, at this point, our teams are so decimated that I don't even know how I'm going to pull out wins in these 2 leagues that I do have going. Into the
There
playoffs.
are players out there that don't have decimated teams. There are players out there with healthy teams, and that's
not us.
We are. I mean,
it's
not us. I mean, like if you have Diggs and Hill and Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs and, Tony Pollard, you're doing fine. There are teams out there that are doing fine, just not us.
Yeah, that's actually, you pretty much just said my team in our Vegas Fantasy. Hurts, right. Metcalf, Lockett. Hopefully Mixon is
right. You're not unhealthy in that league. You're healthy.
No, that's actually my healthiest team, and I think that's why I'm. And I have the Jets defense in that league too.
I don't have a team that's unscathed.
Yeah.
I don't have in 70 leagues. I don't have a team that's unscathed this year.
But you're
every
so good
one
at
of
the
them.
Waiver wire.
I am, and that's why I competed.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know how to pick players up. I picked Donta Foreman up in so many leagues. I picked Justin Fields up in so many leagues. I picked Christian Watson up in so many leagues. But I did it to survive, not to enhance a good team.
Right.
There were some teams where I lost Javonte, or I lost Pitts, or not that Pitts was any good. I mean, that wasn't a good pick. But Breece Hall was a good pick. That was a very good pick, and he got hurt. And Ramondre has carried me. Right?
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker has carried me.
Well, and same, in my ESPN, I lost now Walker, Breece Hall, and Goddard, and I'm still in what was in first, teeter-tottering with first and second place all year.
That's
so
good. You have other
luckily
players.
I had depth. I had good depth too, but it's just I just can't. I'm glad I didn't. That's why I'm always so scared to trade players away. Like when you have good players on your bench, that's why I'm always terrified to draft to trade these players, because stuff happens, and then you're like, man, I could have really used that guy right now. And
yeah, but
especially
you're not.
for
But you have
buys,
to think of
too.
trades as positives. Like, okay, what am I getting back that's going to help me? If you got to get, if you've got 5 great receivers and 1 great running back, you need to make a trade. You need to improve the team, even if you're trading a good player away. A lot of times, it's not about you winning the trade, quote unquote. It's about you improving your team, improving your starting lineup. So you make a bad trade to improve your starting lineup. It does happen. There are reasons to do things like this.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
so you have to look at the positive instead of looking at the negative of getting fleeced or trading a good player away. Look at the positive of what you're getting back.
Right.
That's the idea.
It's just hard for me.
Yeah.
The one trade I made was just dreadful for CEH.
Well, yeah, I traded a first-round pick for CEH. I understand that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Steve Weiss tried to get Ramondre out of me. I was like,
Yeah, you're
no,
not trading Ramondre.
I'm not trading Ramondre. Not trading Ramondre.
No.
He's like, what about Eckler?
Not in a dynasty league.
I'm like, literally, Ramondre and Eckler are the only running backs I have.
Eckler,
the only running backs I
but
have.
Eckler in your situation,
He's getting older.
and you're a dynasty league, and you need to improve eventually. So I understand the idea of trading a guy like Eckler because you didn't make the playoffs and he's older.
Right, but
That
what
makes
he
a lot
was-
of sense,
what-
but you have to get a lot back.
Right, yeah, but what
I mean, he
he's-
asked me about Jonathan Taylor. I'm like, I'm not trading Jonathan Taylor unless I'm getting a haul.
Right, yeah,
Jonathan
exactly.
Taylor's 24 or
Right.
23. I'm not trading him.
No.
Right? But in your situation, like Eckler's 27. So it's like, okay, you have to think about that.
And I get that, but I just... Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But he said he would trade for him too. And I was like, not really. I don't remember what he offered me. See if
it all comes down to what you get offered and if it's
Right,
worth it,
and
if
it was-
it benefits your team.
And it was just 2 like mediocre running backs he was giving back to me. Let's see. Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson.
Not in a million years.
Not a million years.
No, not in a million years.
Oh, and he wanted to give me a 3rd round
Not
pick.
in a million years.
And he wanted me to give him a 2nd round pick.
Not in a million years.
I know.
No.
It's like, no.
No.
No, I'm not giving you my best player.
Not for 2 Washington running backs
Right,
that you don't even know what they're going to be.
Right, who
No.
are splitting and
No.
yeah, no.
We don't know what they're going to be going forward. If it's going to be a split backfield for the next year too, it probably will be.
No, I don't
Right?
I don't deal with that.
So, all right. You ready for a song?
Yes. It's a Wednesday night. Who should you choose? Make the right choice so you win, not lose. Starter sit, starter sit, starter sit. All right.
What you got?
We got one from Francisco. All right. Start only one of the following: McKinnon, who's playing Houston, or Najee against Carolina, ETN against Dallas.
One more time.
McKinnon, Najee, or ETN? You can't sit ETN.
You can sit ATN for McKinnon.
Really?
Yeah.
McKinnon?
I mean, McKinnon's playing Houston. Houston's the worst run defense in football.
I know, but it's
I mean, I know McKinnon, it's not reliable, but ETN's not reliable.
true. And they're playing Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, I would do that.
Okay. If you can
that.
look at
I mean,
ETN
Najee-
going off on your bench.
Yeah, I mean, if ETN hasn't gone off in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Najee's an interesting one. Najee's still like a solid 10 to 12 points every week. But I'd still probably would gamble on McKinnon.
Yeah.
I probably would do it.
Okay.
It's a gamble, but I would probably do it.
It's a gamble.
It's definitely a gamble.
All right. Now we got a few from Dennis, as we always do.
All right.
Who I beat this week
Oh, nice.
in our Vegas Fantasy League.
Uh-huh.
And who
Nice
I'm
that you
playing.
just put that out there. But
I am
okay.
playing him yet again this
Okay.
week. So we shall see.
Yep.
Okay. Now, again, he has all these running back questions like he has before. Let's see. His wide receiver 1 is CeeDee Lamb. He needs a wide receiver 2 and a flex. His options are Ayuk with no Debo,
Okay.
Kirk, Metcalf, Hollywood. Flex, he has Ramondre in right now, who is questionable. Other running backs he can put in Connor, who's banged up, Etienne, or Rashad White.
And Connor's always in consideration. As much as you don't want to think about it, he produces.
Yeah.
He just does. I mean, you kind of like, I mean, you put him in and you like, I'm not confident with this, but he still puts numbers up.
What he has now for his running backs are Pollard and Bam Knight.
Well, Pollard's in your lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Knight and Connor. That's not an obvious one. Bam Knight's been good, but that's not obvious.
Yeah. I feel like I'd do Connor overnight.
I probably would do Connor overnight if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's nothing wrong with Bam Knight. Bam Knight's been good, but I'd
Yeah.
probably do Connor over Bam Knight. But what are the receivers again?
Ayuk, Kirk, Metcalf. You can't sit Metcalf.
You can't sit any of these guys. I don't know how you manage this. Like they're all like these are all guys that need to be in a lineup. So you only can start one of these guys.
A wide receiver and a flex. You're definitely putting Metcalf in there.
You're definitely putting Ayuk in there too.
And you're definitely putting Ayuk in there. Don't play Hollywood.
No,
He's
I
all
wouldn't
over the
no,
place.
not with Colt McCoy at quarterback.
And even if Ramondre plays, is he going to be relevant?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Ramondre, you can't rely on Ramondre this week.
Right.
So I'm probably going Ayuk and
Metcalf,
probably.
Agreed.
Probably. Yep.
Here's another one. PPR running back Taylor. Oh, his running back 1 is Taylor. Running back 2 is Sanders. Wide receiver is Brown. Wide receiver 2 is Hopkins. He wants to flex Pacheco. Would you swap any of these out for Dillon, Dobbins, Mozart, Robinson, Swift, White, Kirk, or Pittman? I don't think I would.
No.
I think you got it good right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And PPR, would you start Pacheco over Chubb, Zeke, or Mixon?
No.
Yes.
None
Agree
of them.
with that too.
Zeke's quietly been good.
Yeah.
17 points every week since he's been back. I don't like it, but yeah, you're not putting Pacheco in over those guys.
No.
No.
I mean, if you want to, maybe Mixon.
No, I'm still not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm still not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any?
Kamara, Etienne.
I think I'm going Kamara.
I'm going Kamara.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Kamara.
Yeah. Etienne?
With the injury to Mark Ingram.
Yes.
And they're playing Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Kamara. If they can't figure out Kamara this week, then forget it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going Kamara.
Yeah, same.
Over Etienne.
Yep.
Here's one. I need to start a flex, a running back, and a flex here. Rashad White, DeAndre Swift, Darius Slayton, Dalton Schultz. I need 2. One's a running back and one's a flex.
I would put Schultz in your flex.
I put in Schultz in the flex.
Yeah.
That was my instinct, is to put Schultz in the flex against Jacksonville.
Yes.
My tight end there is Andrews. I'm not sitting Andrews. I'm
No.
not going to start Schultz over Andrews.
No,
right?
start both.
So you're looking at Rashad White. So, I mean, Slayton's on my bench.
Yes.
So you're looking at Rashad White, DeAndre Swift. I know, it's not easy.
I guess Swift.
I don't think it's Swift for me.
No?
I think it's, how? I don't know what Swift's going to be.
Yeah. But they're like, they need to win.
Look, Cincinnati's defense is not wonderful. I feel like Tampa's going to do something against them this week.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see both sides of it, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
I do. Rashad White or J.K. Dobbins?
I just don't really like Rashad White that much.
I don't know if I like J.K. I mean, J.K. Dobbins, he was good this week, but do you trust him yet?
No. I think I'd go White there.
Okay.
Even though I don't like it.
All right. Gabe Davis or...
Gabe Davis can go
So
dig
Gabe
a
Davis
hole.
is no. Gabe Davis, Deontay Foreman, or George Pickens?
Foreman or Pickens. I'm done with Gabe Davis.
Davis is playing Miami this week. I feel like Davis can do something this week.
He's just let me down.
Did you hear they signed Cole Beasley, by the way?
Jesus.
How do you like that?
Gabe Davis. Don't let me down.
All right.
Gabe
Fair enough.
Davis. No, not Gabe Davis.
All right. Here's another Rashad White one. Bam Knight, Rashad White, Deonta Foreman. Pick one.
Foreman.
Foreman's got to score. That's my problem with
Yeah.
Foreman. Foreman
Who
does
they
not
playing?
catch passes. They're playing Pittsburgh. Foreman has to score. Rashad White does not have to score, and Bam Knight does not have to score.
Wasn't Bam Knight on our Who the Hell?
Oh, sure he was.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Like Bam Knight 2 weeks ago got 5 targets. He got 3 targets like 3 weeks ago. Last week he only got 2. But Bam Knight does not have to score. Deonta Foreman has to score or else he's getting you 7. That's my only problem with it.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
Or 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
But he does score and he'll get you 14. Like, he's going to get the most yards. If this were a standard league, it's down to Foreman. Because, like, Deonta Foreman's going to get the yards.
Yeah.
But he doesn't catch passes.
Yeah.
Right? So, anywho. All right. There you go. Our week. But,
It's been
you know,
lovely.
it's not a week without a burial. I think we have one every year.
I think we have like 4 of them this week.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to end the fantasy season of the beloved Kyler Murray.
It's so sad. All these quarterback injuries. I can't, Kenny. I can't.
Third play of the game. Kyler Murray tears his ACL out for the year. We'll see you next year, Kyler Murray.
See you next
We're
year.
early New Year. We can bury Mike Boone, but I don't know if anybody needs him. So,
No.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Mike Boone.
but dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to revive the fantasy season of Russell Wilson.
No.
Okay, I won't do that. Won't do that. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to revive the fantasy season of J.K. Dobbins.
Okay.
All right, J.K. Dobbins. We're reviving J.K. Dobbins. Here he is. May he play on your teams and score a lot of points for your fantasy teams in the playoffs. J.K. Dobbins. There you go.
We can't revive Russell Wilson because he might not even play this week.
That's true.
So
I was just kidding with that.
I know, that was funny.
You know, so
I'm sure we can bury more players.
I can bury Kyler Murray. I mean, you can technically bury Debo,
Yeah.
but like he's not technically out for the year.
Mm-hmm.
And he might play week 17, but probably not. It's like, you know, but he's, yeah. It's the exasperated edition of our Vegas Fantasy.
It is.
We're just exasperated.
We are.
Going into the playoffs. Hope you're in better shape than we are.
Yeah.
On
But
that
you know
note,
what?
yeah,
We love to hate fantasy football.
we do. And on that
Every
note,
week I say, I hate fantasy football. But I love it. I love it so much. And I think we pour so much of our heart and soul into this. And, you know, like my husband, he just doesn't understand. But like, we love this. We love this so much. And I know everyone out there listening feels the exact same way. So it's almost like a family member or dog, you know, passes or gets sick. You're like, no, it's so sad. We love these teams so much. Much.
It's definitely sad.
It's sad. But we're passionate and we love football.
Absolutely. And we'll be back next week, even if we lose all our playoff teams this week.
We will. No, I definitely have a week bye, 1 week bye. So we'll definitely be back for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, you guys are the best. Thanks for listening. If you haven't yet, write us a nice little review, please.
Please do.
On Apple Podcasts.
And thanks for listening.
Okay, bye. I'm Christina Shaw.
I'm Kenny Davidson. Bye.
Have a good week.